Well, time now to check in with Zane. It's been a very busy couple days of wild weather, and it's not over yet.
Not over yet. More in store for this evening, Zane.
Yeah, absolutely. And the rain's been really adding up here from those rounds of storms we've had lately here, too. We heard from Todd Bagel earlier on down in southeastern Iowa, Marion County specifically. It's several inches of rain the last day and a half or two. Here in the Des Moines Metro last night at the airport, we set a new daily rainfall record for today's date, the 31st, 3.46 inches so far, because we're still probably going to have some more rain here before midnight later on tonight. Lots of moisture, and there's going to be probably some damaging wind potential for parts of the state here as well. It's a pretty widespread risk, in part because we just can't pin down exactly where some of these stronger clusters are going to move through. Level 3 across much of the state, mainly for that damaging wind threat. There could be some larger hail here too. We'll show you where there already is some right now. Not exactly the right ingredients for tornadoes, but maybe a brief spin up can't be ruled out. Western Iowa here as soon as 7 o'clock. Eastern Iowa probably more like the midnight time frame as those storms move from west to east. Outside right now, it's just really steamy. The dew point in particular, the humidity is very high. Above 70 is tropical. We're pushing 80 degrees right now here in the Des Moines area. 89 is our temperature, which is not, shocking, but when you factor in all that humidity, feels like 102, and that's the case across much of especially southwest Iowa at this hour. Low 100s, 90s across the rest of the state for those feels like temperatures. Dry skies here in most of Iowa. We now have, it looks like, a new severe thunderstorm warning though that does go just into the far southwestern couple of counties. There's a severe thunderstorm watch out that direction as well towards Council Bluffs and southward along I-29. That's probably going to be extended eastward here in the next hour or two to cover more of southwest Iowa as some really nasty storms out towards Lincoln move our direction. Some 80-mile-per-hour winds. There's been some really large hail out that way as well. That's going to be one cluster we watch, and we're going to see if there's some development up here towards about the Sioux Falls, South Dakota area too. Some of that might affect northern Iowa, so kind of two zones. Overall, ahead of the main weather center, which is this arcing boundary that stretches across the plains, that's going to move eastward into tonight and bring us those storms and eventually maybe some spotty rain into tomorrow. So it looks increasingly likely now with the latest modeling that not everyone is going to be seeing the strong storms here tonight. We're not going to get one gigantic line. We're probably going to have a few clusters. In particular, that one out that's going to come into southwestern Iowa the next few hours. Well, there might be some up to the north here too. This particular version of the hour-by-hour model doesn't depict that, but we're going to at least watch the potential for somewhere sort of damaging winds complex of storms as we go through later on tonight. As soon as maybe 10, 11 o'clock, places along I-35, not everywhere in central Iowa, but keep your guard up for at least a few hours. We'll keep you up to date through the evening. And then as we head past midnight, the potential drops. Most of the storms are gone. Definitely the severe storms are gone. And then we'll be dry into tomorrow morning. As that system's off to our east now, we will be just close enough to low pressure up towards Wisconsin that a couple of spotty little showers will bubble up towards the afternoon, especially across northern and eastern Iowa tomorrow. But overall, it will be much quieter and not quite as hot and steamy. Those temperatures feels like readings in the low 100s today, drop to probably maybe low 90s into tomorrow. Friday, Saturday, mid to upper 80s. Looks a pretty dry 8-day forecast here too, which is unfortunate for places that haven't gotten the heavy rain over the past few days. We'll get a few 90s then early next week. Next cooler air, lower 80s, about a week from now. Stay with us. We'll be right back.